Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Gas, the Power Quick Pot Jock. And today's got a special edition for all you guys out there in social media land, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're watching me from. I'm in my home gym and I'm going to be doing something for the first time. I'm actually going to be doing a little training while I bring to you the next episode, cooking some salmon with some vegetables with the Power Quick Pot. So sit back, enjoy the show. This is probably the first time you've ever seen something like that before. But that's what we're here for. That's what we as creators on YouTube bring to you guys out there. Something different, something new and improved that you can keep coming back to watch us and check us out and keep pushing us to our limits while we keep bringing you some fantastic things to watch and view that's worth your time. So appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hey, do so right now. Click the links below. I've got some videos already queued up, ready for you to check out. Got some tips for the trade, for the Power Quick Pot. This is just like the Instant Pot, but it's called the Power Quick Pot. So if you have an Instant Pot, hey, you can benefit from these things too, because it's pretty much the same gadgets. So today I'm going to bring to you some Atlantic salmon, and it's already seasoned to my taste. And I only added a couple of slices of lemon to each portion. And I got some broccoli right here. That's frozen broccoli from the local grocery store. So it's cheap, efficient, don't break your wallets. That's what my show is about. Hey, bringing to you some quick meal tips to help you get meal after meal that's nutrition. Sometimes it's not, but it just bring you good meals at a low cost price to have you and your family enjoy from time to time and time on end. I'll be doing some meal preps as well, so check back for that. Check my videos. I've already got some out there for you to look at, get those to shop, and tell me what you think. Leave it in the comments. So today, like I say, we got some salmon here, Power Quick Pot. I'm not going to go through all the ins and outs of the pot. I got videos that help describe what these functions and these things do for the Power Quick Pot. So you should be familiar right now. My channel is perfect for beginners because I'm a beginner as well. I'm pretty new to the game, but I'm learning a lot each day as I go on, and I'm bringing that to you guys out there. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you know when I do my videos, is the lid's off and we're ready to cook. I'm going to put this to the side for a few seconds right now. And one thing before we jump into it, that the show is sponsored by ThatXpression, so check it out, ThatXpression.com. Click the subscribe link. I got that as a channel in my webpage description, so check that out. Train hard, take over, establish 28 so we ready to get it in. So basically, I'm going to be using this little fancy gadget here today, little trivet for your vegetables, and I'm actually going to put my salmon in this as well. They cut into proportions, got 4 of them. I'm just going to lay them around my basket here, break open the bag of vegetables. I'm going to douse that in there on the other side of it, and I'm going to place that in the pot. It's pretty handy tool. It's got little legs on the bottom so it stays risen above the water. I'm going to put about 2 cups of water in this thing so it won't actually be touching the food contents of my basket here, or whatever you want to call this thing. Got a little plastic handle that expands and contracts as you pick it up out of your pot. And of course, you can bring it, you can size it to whatever it is that you're cooking, and it won't scratch up the inside of your pot and things of that nature. So first of all, let's go ahead and get your water out. Got a bottle of water here, and the Power Quick Pot, these little devices come with these little measuring cups. So I'm just basically gonna pour 2 cups of water directly into the pot itself. That's one, that's another. And the thing about these pressure cookers is you do not want the water to evaporate out of it before the cooking process is over, or you can burn your contents, burn your food, ruin your pot. You be scrubbing it, so forth and so on. So make sure you got an adequate supply of water. I got a video of that as well. And basically from there, all I'm going to do is get my little trivet back out. Going to expand it, and hopefully you can still see me in view here. I'm going to place my bag to the side, and I'm going to take my salmon and just go ahead and place that into the little trivet here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this around the little trivet, and the space that I have left, I'm going to add my vegetables. These are some pretty thick slices. I haven't cooked salmon before. We did some pretty thick slices, and hopefully it cook all the way through. I'm going to run this thing for about 3 minutes, because as you know, if you're new to the pressure cooker game, you may put 3 minutes on your display, but it's going to build up the pressure. So as it's building up the pressure, it starts the cooking process of your food content. So it's actually going to be cooking a little longer than 3 minutes. So basically, all I got here is some broccoli. You know, upstairs I got a couple other side dishes that I might add with it, but I got some broccoli right here. I'm going to kind of push this to the side some, so I can get a little bit more space, because I don't want everything on top of each other. So I'm just going to slide this over and kind of do half and half. One side meat, the other side vegetables, so we can get that thing going. I'm just going to cut this bag open real quick. Make sure you don't cut yourself. So if you're cooking with kids, maybe you want to get some scissors, snip the end of it off so it's safe. You don't want them using sharp objects or whatnot when they're helping you, assisting you in your kitchen. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pour this on the other side, and we're gonna see what happened. A lot of times when you're cooking vegetables with other things, it comes out soggy because you're cooking it too long. Vegetables don't need that much time to cook in these pressure cookers. So basically I have, like I said, the veggies, they're frozen on one side, so that's gonna add to the water that's in the pot as well. I got my meat on the other side, and I'm just gonna place that into the pressure cooker, and I'm gonna add just a little bit more water to my pressure cooker so that it won't dry out, as I mentioned earlier. So just 2 and just a little dash there. So I'm gonna put this back into my pressure cooker. I'm gonna contract it some so it'll slide down into the pot and won't like scratch up the sides or what have you. So I'm gonna drop this into the pot on top of the water, push the little handle down, and that's it. So basically I got my salmon and my broccoli on the other side. You can season your salmon to taste. I've already done that, so all I had to do is just add it to my little trivet, put my vegetables in, and we're gonna put the lid on, and we're gonna begin our cooking process. And as that's cooking, coming to pressure, I'm gonna be taking a few rounds on the speed bag here that I've just started to pick up on here lately, trying to get my hand game up, my hand-eye coordination together. And like I say, it's just something different. So you haven't seen other cook shows or other channels. I'll be doing this from time to time, bringing the actual camera to my home gym. I may be on the bench one day. I may be doing some cardio. I might be doing some bicep, upper body, lower body. You never know. So that's going to have to get you. Just going to have to come check me out. Subscribe to the channel. You'll see where I'm at next. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on this thing, and we're going to get cooking. We're going to start cooking. So you always make sure your seal is on the inside. Just going to line it up to the open dot, and you have closed here. Close it up. I'm going to hit pressure on it, and I'm going to set it. It's flashing at custom, so I'm basically going to hit custom, and I'm going to hit timer on it, and now it's flashing 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. That'll burn all this stuff up. So I'm going to crank that down to 3 minutes, and we're going to start cooking and see what we have. Hopefully everything comes out fine, and it cooks all the way through, and we won't have any worries. So it's flashing on 3 minutes. Depress it. Orange means it's going ahead and getting ready to start the cooking process. Once it starts red, that means it's actually cooking. 3 minutes, so it's building up the pressure with that water. My vents are closed, so everything is sealed up with the ring, and we're ready to go. And while that does that, I'm gonna wrap my hands up and I'm gonna get going on this bag here. So I'll be right back, and we're cooking with gas. All right, welcome back. So as you can see now, the Power Quick Pot has a red display, so we've reached the point to where the cooking process is started. So we got about 3 minutes left on the salmon. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my little session. So by the time I get a little warm up going, the food will be ready. We can take a taste test, close out the show, and we'll see you in the next episode. guys out there, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's not familiar with the speed bag, it's no joke. All of this is on fire when you're hitting the bag. I'm just like I'm saying, I'm getting used to it. It's not the professional setup, but you gotta make whatever you have work. Kind of like when you're cooking with the Power Quick Pot, just make what you have work. And as you can see, we got some steam going right here. This is why you never want to cover this thing up, because if you do, you're gonna allow, it's just gonna interfere with the whole, when the pressure is going down into the Power Quick Pot as this thing cooks. This is different from the pressure, the vent valve here, because you had a valve over here for that. So never keep any of these things covered. And also, you don't want to get over this thing because it might burn you, might scar you. Some people are kind of sensitive to things like that. It's not affecting me that much. I'm pretty much used to it. Keep your kids away from it if they're helping you out in the system. And we're going to get right back to this thing. Looks pretty good. So hopefully it comes out and everything is cooked all the way through, and we'll have another successful show. Everybody out there, while I'm hitting this bag, just chant Creed or Apollo or whatever. Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, I'm a Rocky fan, whatever your favorite boxer is. Shout them out, let's go. 'Sweat is the evidence that this thing actually works. Burn calories in the gym, and eat right, live a long and healthy life. Power Quick Pot Jock. Two minutes left. I'm gonna make use of the rest of this water, because as you can see it, I got a nice sweat going on. About 2 minutes left. Then we're gonna release the pressure in it. Let it do its thing before we open it up and see the contents of the pot. So let's go. 2 minutes, because I'm about to fall out. Not gonna stop till we hit a bell ring. All right, so let's release the pressure by opening up the valve. And when it does its thing, it's complete, we'll be able to open it up at that time and see what we have for dinner. Be right back, the Quick Pot Jock. All right, so we're back. It's done its thing, and we're ready to take a look inside and see what we have for dinner. I want to take off my wraps real quick. And do the taste test, and we'll close out the show. So, turn it to open, lid back off, let the water drip back on the inside. Wow, that looks good. Okay, I'm just gonna place this to the side. And let's see what we have. Now this little plastic handle can get hot at times. This might be a little too thick, so I'm gonna just use a napkin, paper towel. I'm gonna double up on it, pick it up, and I'm just gonna place the trivet onto the oven mitt. Do it that way, so slide this out. Make sure I catch everything. I don't want to burn myself. So there you have it. I want to drip everything on my floor. I didn't think about this when I was doing it, but it looks pretty good. The broccoli is not mushy looking. salmon and everything. It looks like it's cooked all the way through. So it's pretty hot right now. Give you another close up of it. They're nice, plump, look like they're ready to eat. Cooked all the way through, no issues. And let's just break up a little flake of it. Give it a taste test. Pretty hot, so I don't want to burn my tongue. It's not dry. Get a little deeper piece so I can make sure it's cooked all the way through as I break it a pieces of flakes off it. And everything looks good. And there you have it. Salmon with the Power Quick Pot. From the Quick Pot Jock, rocking to you once again, Cooking with Gas, sponsored by ThatXpression. Check us out, subscribe to the channel. Hey, tell your friends about me. I'm gonna be doing some weird things like this from time to time, lifting, cooking upstairs in the kitchen, outside, you never know. So come back, subscribe to my channel, comment what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see, and we'll try to get to it. Quick Pot Jock, that's another episode. Success, and it's time to eat. Let's get it in. Thank you for joining. Till next time.